temperature. It's Greg Long with Avalon. What's up?
Just thankfully not the temperature. It's perfect right now.
You'll take it, huh?
Oh yeah, no snow. I'm in Michigan, so no snow, no ice. I'm happy. How is your weather?
Good. Well, see, I live in Houston, just north of Houston, and it's probably 75 and sunny today. So it's
Yeah,
I can't complain.
I was born and raised in Dallas, so
Oh,
definitely love my Texas. I except for I always go in like the worst months. I'll go in June or August, and
oh
that,
yeah.
and it's only because it's like convenient for other people. But like, you know, Michigan, our summers are like high 70s, low 80s. So
Yes.
I
Now,
go.
where's north? Where's north? Though? Is that by Detroit?
It is closer to Ann Arbor, that
Or?
direction.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
yeah, it's right there. I would say, if you know where the Detroit airport is, it's about 20
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, it's about
Yeah. Well,
20
I flew into
minutes
there.
north.
I flew
Oh,
in and out of Detroit on Thursday and Friday.
okay, well, about 20 minutes northwest of that, you would be in Northville.
Gotcha.
And I'm glad because I live near the airport, so it's this show is going to be close to me. You guys last year you didn't come near me, so
Right.
I was so sad. I was like, seriously, I mean I grew up in the '80s, so like
Yeah.
throw me some older music of any kind,
Right.
even if it's like 10 years ago. But
Yes.
so I want to know, how did this last tour go? I mean, it was the first time you guys did this.
Yeah. The fall was the first time, and we did 2 weekends. Jen and I are staff worship leaders at a church here in Houston, so we gone a couple weekends at a time, and so thankfully they worked it around that, and so we did 2 weekends of the fall, and it was so much fun. And on the second weekend, Eddie Carswell from New Song, who on the tour, said, "Hey, would you guys be up to doing a couple more in the spring?" And we didn't have to think twice. We had such a great time on it. And we are friends with all these artists, and have been friends for a long time. And so we joke around like saying it's kind of like a family reunion, because a lot of us don't live in Nashville anymore. But when we get together on a tour like this, we just get to have a lot of fun hanging out, and of course hear so many of our favorite songs, ourselves from our other artist friends. So it's a lot of fun.
I would say that probably all of you kind of, became fans of each other just organically.
Absolutely. Yeah, we sort of all grew up in the Christian music business together, and we're happy to still be doing it.
It's funny is I posted that we were going to be doing an interview, and one of my friends, Susan Burke, she said Jeremy and Amy Richardson were their worship leaders for the last few years.
Oh, they're in Colorado then.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun!
I was like,
Jeremy and Amy. Yes, Jeremy and Amy, dear friends of Jana's and mine, and oh my word, we were so grateful that they had, I don't know how many years in Colorado, and they loved it. It was such a great place, and they loved the people there, and of course they left. Their last show was Avalon. Jeremy and Amy was. They did it pretty well. We played Carnegie Hall together.
wow.
Avalon did, and that was with Jeremy and Amy. Then a month later, we went back and played our Brooklyn Tabernacle with that amazing choir.
Oh.
That was about a month later, and that was their last show. So they went out.
They went out with a bang.
Went out with a bang, and it was bittersweet. We knew that they were focusing in on being home more with the kiddos, and but I know they're amazing people, and of course we didn't know at that time. We knew by that point, but we didn't know when they first, told us they were going to try to step aside, that we were going to, that Jody McDreyer, one of our original members, was going to hop back on the bus with us. And so Jody came on, and we're actually Avalon is now working on our first new album.
That was my next question. I saw the post, so I was like, yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been over a decade. So, of course, Jody's with us on this new record, and we're working with Jay DeMarcus as a producer. He's one of the three guys in the big country act Rascal Flatts, but Jay's been a believer. We've known Jay. Jay used to be in a Christian band called East and West.
With John Schlitt?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I've known Jay. I toured with Jay as an artist when he was tours together with East to West, and then my wife knew him back from our Bible college.
Oh my
Back
goodness.
before that, even. So we've known Jay for 20 years, and so Jay's actually has just started a record label, and we're going to Avalon will be the first act out on that with our record coming out in the fall.
That's so exciting. I was like, I am so like I you know what was cool though is I thought that maybe that last tour might like bring that spark back in many of you to want to like
Yeah,
start doing music, because I know Rebecca St. James felt that right away. Like she was like,
absolutely.
I'm ready to do some music now. And
Yes.
that's exciting though, because I mean, for me, it's cool because my kids are like early 20s. So
Okay.
like me introducing them to you guys, they know Butterfly Kisses only because they hear it at weddings. But outside of and my daughters did get to meet Nicole C. Mullen when they were younger. So they thought she was amazing because she had backup dancers. you know, when you're like 7, 9 years old, you see backup dancers, you're in. And
Absolutely.
because I drug them all to. I grew up with Bart Millard, so whenever he came to Michigan, didn't matter who was playing with him. We saw him, met him, whatever. And my kids are like, eventually my kids are like, whatever, whatever. And then people like Nicole would come on, and they're like, oh my goodness, I love her. Yeah.
Yes, she's fantastic. We love
She's
her
so
so much.
sweet. Oh my goodness. And her songs are so impactful. I want to know, like, so this new album, did you guys like on the last tour, is that what started it? Like, did you immediately start wanting to write music again?
Yeah. No, we had already started at that point.
Oh, okay.
So we began this process a while back, but we knew that being together, the new configuration we call it the next chapter, where Jody's back with us, that first those first 2 weekends of the fall of this greatest hits live tour would be a great time for us to begin to get that sort of the chemistry going and get it back in a live situation. And so it really felt great, and we just had a blast. I mean, if you were raised on Christian music for the last 20 years, let's say, because Avalon's first record came out in '96, or '97. So if you listen to the last 20 years of Christian music and you come to this greatest hits live tour, you're gonna know most
Almost every song,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's not like going to another show where you have an artist you love and they do, let's say they do an hour set, and at that hour they're going to do 20 minutes or 30 minutes of their new music, and
right.
then you're going to hear some of your hits, and then let's say the opening act for their songs, and then they're going to be doing their new material. You're going to see 4 or 5 artists probably, and you just got to go, oh yeah, that song, oh yeah, that song, and those songs take us back to remind us of what God was doing in our hearts in earlier years. And it's just really I hate to use the word sweet sometimes, but it's really a sweet evening of reminiscing and basking, if you will, in the goodness of God, and being reminded of how good He's been to us and where He's been with us throughout our lives. And as we look forward, to new music, it's kind of fun that way too. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. But it's a really great night, and I encourage everybody who can to make their way out to the Greatest Hits Live tour.
Yeah, and it's it to me, because I grew up, well, my whole life, as long as they started putting out Christian music, I've been hearing it. So like for me, in the 80s, we had like 12 artists maybe,
Right.
I mean, and that included rock bands, and there was obviously no hip hop or any of that. It was either rock, quartet, or really slow. And it was kind of, so it's really cool though, because you get so emotionally attached to those songs, because there wasn't this huge banquet of different artists as there is now, where it's almost like you can't figure out who do you want to listen to next, because there's so many. It's almost, the too many choices is almost as bad as very few. But for me, it's cool to like introduce. I tried to introduce my son when Sandy Patty came around. I was like, I was like, here, just listen to one of her songs. She's really amazing. And I played her singing How Great Thou Art. And he's like, I'm not going to hear opera. And I'm like, that's not opera. That's just good singing. You haven't heard it in a while, I think. But I think it's a great mix of different, not real different styles, but different enough, where it's gonna be an interesting. I was so bummed last year you guys didn't come anywhere near Michigan. So May 5th here in Northville, I am so there, and it's gonna be to me. It's like I mean, I like that it has like the little jukebox on it because really that's what it is. It's like taking my past and pushing shuffle.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly. We appreciate your support of the evening, and I got to tell you, each artist is going to share a little piece of their heart. They're going to share some of that music, and with Avalon, you're going to hear songs, like "Testify to Love." You're going to hear Adonai. You're going to hear "Can't Live a Day Without You." You're going to hear "Everything to Me." You're just going to hear songs that will remind, in our stead, that reminds you where God was, how God was real for you. And then you're going to go, okay, and then here's the next artist. And you're going to go, oh, my word, this song. And it's going to be a really special thing. And I will say for people listening too, as they watch, if they want to watch our progress on our new album, our website is avalonthegroup.com, avalonthegroup.com. And then on social media, it's also Avalon the Group. So, Instagram and Twitter, it's at Avalon the Group. And then on Facebook, it's just at Avalon. So they can follow us along as we get ready for the tour coming up, and then also working on the new music, which we'll have a release in the fall.
Okay, that was my next question: is when do we get a hold of it? So in the fall.
They tell us it'll be this fall, and we're excited about it for sure.
Well, hopefully they'll do this tour again in the fall, or you're going to grab onto another one or do your own tour, because I'm excited you guys are making new music. And I think, now that you've had a lot of influences of different people over the last 10 years, it'll fuse some different styles into, what Avalon already is. So I can't wait. I'm watching your website and your Facebook, and I'm watching I like the little countdown thing, with the old like color bars. I'm like, I gotta click that only because that just, I remember that was like, when the salute to the flag went on and then it went blank. I like that, but I thought I like it when people get people excited about a project like this, and I'm definitely looking forward to your new music. Are you going to play any of that on the tour, or probably not?
If we do, it'll just be one song, because
you want to stick to your hits.
We're committed to to what the tour is asking, which is to try to just do hit songs. But they did say, hey, if you have your first single or something, please feel free to do that. So if we have that single ready and in place, you will hear it there that night as well. Sure.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you here May 5th in Northville, and have a great time on the tour. And we pray for traveling mercies for everybody, to be safe and to just have a great night and reach people for the kingdom.
Well, thanks for having me on the show.